And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and we are going to be going over Emperor's new command shuttle. That's right. He's going to be attainable through the ship nodes, the fleet nodes. So you're going to be farming other stuff and you're going to get these bonus shards of this particular ship, and eventually you'll get this ship. Now, very first thing everybody wants to know is, bottom line, is this ship going to totally and completely and utterly change the meta? And the answer is no, not at the highest end. It's not designed to like take over the Millennium Falcon and things like that. The Millennium Falcon is basically the only, ship that's going to be legendary that you run other than the Chimera. It's the actual ship that you can play with that is legendary. And so it's going to be solid. It's going to bring about viability in the top, 100, top 200, top 500 for Sith and Empire. On another level, it's going to bring about a level of durability those teams need. And it's going to also bring some synergy together like Emperor Palpatine does between the Sith and the Empire. Now, he's got a pretty simple kit, so we're going to go through the kit real quick. We're going to look at a little bit of footage and see kind of how it plays out. Again, the footage is going to be provided to us by Capital Games, so they're going to be playing it out. But basically, it's a pretty simple ship, and it brings about some really cool durability. Very first thing it does, the very basic it has, is called Aggressive Offensive, and its final text is going to say, deal special damage to a target enemy. Pretty simple. Now, if the enemy was target locked, and by the way, you'll want to run Darth Vader with this ship, so more than likely they will be target locked, it will inflict critical damage down on target enemy for 2 turns. This is going to kind of neuter the amount of damage the opposing characters can do. So whatever their biggest hitter is, you're going to want to target lock them with Darth Vader and then follow it up with the basic from the Command Shuttle. Now, the first special, it's a crew ability, and it is Emperor Palpatine's ability. It's called Emperor's Influence. It has a cooldown of 3, and it says it will dispel all debuffs from a target Empire or Sith ally, so he can debuff another ally. Then they're going to recover 50% of their health and their protection. So it cleanses and restores. This is really similar to Admiral Akbar, because Admiral Akbar has that ability where he can cleanse and restore health and protection. So pretty cool, pretty similar, but he's bringing this in with just a simple ship that you can be using with your others. Now, it will dispel all buffs from a target enemy and inflict buff immunity on target locked enemies for 2 turns. This is really good. If you've spread target lock properly with Darth Vader, you could potentially buff immunity the entire side. Again, this is going to help neuter the other side with all of the buffing, especially against rebels, because rebels are really good at putting up a bunch of buffs. Now, the other thing is it dispel all buffs on that particular target enemy. So if you're able to target something such as, the Phantom 2, you could potentially get rid of a ton of buffs. But even if you weren't going against rebels or light side, think about it going against, Boba Fett's Slave 1. Just getting rid of all those buffs is a huge deal. And this does not need to come in from reinforcement for this to happen. Again, this is just his special crew ability for Emperor Palpatine. Now, Emperor Palpatine's going to be running with Royal Guard. That's right, Royal Guard's going to have a special crew ability called Royal Escort. It'll have the same cooldown of 3, and its final text says it will deal special damage to a target enemy and inflict target lock on them for 2 turns. So this is going to apply target lock automatically. Very cool. It says, then the healthiest other Empire or Sith ally taunts for 2 turns. Now, what this is really good is it figures out whoever's on your side that's basically able to take a hit, going to be the healthiest with health and protection, they're going to get taunt. This is going to pass a taunt every, 3rd turn around, and that's a big deal because it's going to make it hard to really focus down a particular ship when going against this team. Now, there's a unique playing in the background called Battle Tested Formation, and it is going to allow you to dispel all debuffs on the shuttle, Emperor's shuttle, anytime it takes damage from a target locked enemy. So provided you're spreading target lock around properly, every single time they try to take this guy out, it's just going to cleanse him of all debuffs. This is really cool, a natural built-in cleanse. Also, Empire and Sith allies will then gain protection up 20% for 2 turns when they're critically hit, and doubled to 40% for Empire or Sith allies that are taunting. So if they have to hit one of those taunting individuals, they're automatically going to get 40% protection up. This is really good to bring about, again, the durability of Sith and Empire. Think about the new Sith tank that drops bombs. Pretty cool. And then he's going to have a hardware, of course, ability called Imperial Entanglement. This is his reinforcement ability, and I really suggest you use him as a reinforcement if you're going to run him in this. Now, it's going to take everybody some time to actually get this ship because we have to farm other things in the fleet, and then we're going to get shards over time that way. But he's going to enter battle, and the Emperor's Shuttle is going to gain protection up 25% and critical hit immunity for 2 turns. Very cool. So very durable when he first comes in. And the Empire and Sith allies are going to gain offense up for 2 turns. So now they're all going to hit harder. He'll also inflict tenacity down on the target enemy for 2 turns. So ensure you're targeting whoever it is you want. And it can't be evaded or resisted. The Emperor's Shuttle can use Emperor's Influence immediately. Now, this is important because Emperor's Influence has a cooldown of 3 and the ability starts on cooldown. What that means is you can't immediately use it. You have to wait 3 turns. But if he's in reinforcements and he comes out, not only is he coming in with that extra protection, that extra crit immunity, he's boosting everybody up, offense up, but he also gets to immediately use an ability, and that ability he can use is Emperor's Influence, which will allow him to come in to dispel all debuffs on one of his target allies. They'll recover health and protection, so he kind of comes to save the day, so to speak, and then he'll dispel all buffs on the target enemy and inflict buff immunity on those target locked enemies. This is important because you want to spread target lock first before you try to use Emperor's Influence so you can get all that buff immunity over all of your opponents. Again, this ability starts on cooldown, but if you use the maxed out hardware, you'll be able to come in and be able to use Emperor's Influence immediately. Now let's go take a look at some footage and we'll do a little analysis while we watch. All right. Super excited to see this. Now this is kind of a Mace timeout team, it looks like. We've got Baron over there, and of course we've got the Houndstooth and XB. He's going to be targeting Baron, and we're breached, so I'll be interested to see how that goes. It's 1x speed. I apologize. I didn't know they were going to film. And there we go, 4x. Hey, switch that bad boy up. Okay, I'm guessing he's going to do the AoE with expose and ability block. Looks like it. All right, we got some ability block and expose. I think we should do some target lock. Man, Darth Vader does great damage. We've got a taunting tank. I'm going to throw some bombs out there. We were looking for some days, but didn't get it. Let's, do his special. We got buff immunity up. And here comes Emperor's Shuttle. Now, we should be able to use his ability immediately if we want to, or we could use the basic. But we could cleanse somebody right now if we wanted to. What are you going to do? There we go. Emperor's Influence. We got 50% health and protection back and cleansed that guy. That's going to help with the viability and durability of these guys. Let's put some offense up. No. Okay. Basic. Could use a special to do ability block. Or you could just take him out by using the basic. Boom. 71k. Good job. All right. Use the basic. There you go. Nice. 56k is not bad on a basic for a support ship at all. So that looks pretty good. All right. Mace team away. Looks like we can bring in another reinforcement or put offense up. What are we doing? All right. We're bringing a Dispeller in. Okay. We're going to dispel all of that because Ahsoka hits pretty hard. So let's get rid of all of that. There we go. Basic. our tank's looking a little bad, so we're going to have to do something about that. That was awesome. That was Royal Guard's ability, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, let's use the special. Should get buff immunity up. Oh, he just used his basic. Okay. You can use the Command Shuttle and pick an ally, and that regenerated the tank's health and protection, which was awesome and cleansed him. I'd put offense up just for the fun of it. Oh no, basic. I would have loved to see the damage. That's all right. That's a lot of damage there. That was a pretty solid victory against a very solid defensive timeout team. Let's see what else they have for us. All right, looks like we're going to go against another team very similar. This is kind of like the WTF team, you know, with Ghost in there. And so this is going to be a little harder. XB is in stealth, and you've got Houndstooth. So this is kind of a really solid defensive team as well. I'm glad that they're using it as a staple to show kind of how it works against it. And I like the bombs. A lot of people don't use the Sith ships right now just because, they're not too prevalent and kind of hard to get. But all right, he's going to cleanse, hopefully, Darth Vader, give him 50% health and protection and get that expose off. There we go. And let's drop some more bombs. Do it. Yeah. All right. Wow, that was good damage. Boom. Just wiped him out. And I like Royal Escort. Those ties come in and just do a double strike. It's pretty awesome looking. All right, offense up. This should be it. I mean, Bosk is still out there, but it's a lot of ships. Let's see if we can take her out quickly. Bam. Didn't crit with that. All right. Yeah, basic works well. Ooh, we lost our tank. Man, that tank, for how durable it is still kind of not durable. All right, get some target lockdown. And bring in our Dispeller again. Looks like he's going to get rid of that. I think they're going to go after Ahsoka Tano, which I would personally as well. That will dispel the buffs. If he uses his basic, that would have dispelled the buffs, so that's good. And then boom, now all he's got is Houndstooth. Let's do the double strike. Boom, that was kind of cool. If it crits, that one's a pretty good hit. Let's put some offense up. Yeah. No! Ability block, all right. Got the expose as well. Okay. Well, we're chewing through their team. All right, here's a double tank situation. Let's, you got to hit him with your basic. Let's see it. All right. And that'll dispel it. Boom. They put critical damage down, which is really nice. The critical damage down, that should kill him. There we go. And TIE Strike should finish him off. That should do it. So pretty cool ship. Again, I think it's going to make for a viable fleet for most everything, except for I think the Millennium Falcon's still going to reign supreme in arena at the highest end. What are your thoughts on the ship? How long do you think it's going to take to get this ship to 7 stars? I think it's going to take probably 3 to 6 months for most people, maybe longer. And do you think it's something you're going to go after? As always, leave comments down below so we can chat about it, and keep your gaming on. Warrior out.